Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on your time zone, and welcome to Moral Compass 101. My humble prayer to my viewers have not changed. I hope and pray that you have had a good time since our last topic. Mine has been okay, and the grace of God and His mercies have continued to amaze me in my life. Our last topic was self-sacrifice, where we said that self-sacrifice is the cost that you and I are willing to pay for our prospective self-actualization and the fulfillment of pursuit of purpose. Having done the recap, I will please invite you to subscribe to Moral Compass 101, and thank you for the new subscribers. We are still slowly but surely climbing the ladder of subscription, and for you who have not subscribed, I'll kindly appeal you to subscribe so that we can continue acquiring knowledge together. Like and share my videos to spread that knowledge, and also comment so that we can interact collectively. You can also ask questions through my other social media platforms. As a matter of common knowledge, we cannot address the issue of self-sacrifice and fail to address the issue of self-discipline, because both of them are the key aspect or requisites of self-control. So today, on that knowledge, we shall be looking at self-discipline as an aspect of becoming. Self-discipline as an aspect of becoming. My definition of self-discipline is a prospective approach to all life matters, and precisely the bridge to your potential as a self-regulatory mechanism that aligns your daily actions with your prospective long-term aspirations, despite the fluctuating motivations and all obstacles, where you rely on structured habits, underline the word structured habits, rather than fleeting and all impulsive choices, hence an indispensable requisite for self-actualization, pursuit, and fulfillment of your purpose in life. That's a very long definition, but that's how important self-discipline is in life. It is a proactive approach to all life matters, that in all aspects of your life, you are obliged to practice self-discipline. But more than that, it's precisely a mechanism and a bridge that aligns you to your long-term goals despite the fluctuating motivations. I'm here motivating you. My books are about self-help, motivation. But despite of all these motivations, you should have self-discipline to create a daily routine that correlates or that goes hand in hand with your long-term goals in order to fulfill your prospective self-actualization and your purpose in life. Self-discipline is fundamentally contingent on three features, namely consistency in your daily actions, That's one feature of self-discipline. The second one is persistence in the face of obstacles. And the last one is resistance to immediate gratification or infinite excuses. Some people, or most people, have excuses, and I always say this, that failure has all kinds of excuses that are known to man. If you fail to do something, you shall always have an excuse to why you did not do what you are supposed to do. But you have to break that aspect of infinite excuses with self-discipline in order to overcome all the obstacles of your success in life. In essence, from the three features of self-discipline comes the three aspects of self-discipline, which are consistency, persistence, and resistance. The three aspects of self-discipline are consistency, persistence, and resistance. We shall take each at a time. Let's start with consistency. Consistency, into brackets, ritualize to habitualize. Ritualize to habitualize. Consistency is the actionable ability, underline the word ability, of making daily rituals to become quotidian habits. That's why we said ritualize to habitualize. It's the actionable ability of making daily rituals to become quotidian habits. Hence, a reinforced mental fortitude. Hence, a reinforced mental fortitude that helps you to refrain from daily decision fatigue. That's a term that I coined. That when your rituals become your daily habits, you shall not have what we call impulsive daily decisions fatigue, or daily decision fatigue, where you are running helter-skelter trying to establish each day with its own, undertakings, because you have consistently adopted a habit that has reinforced your mental fortitude, and hence you are not in a mix-up of what to do each day. Consistency demands replacing impulsive choices with planned routines that ensures that your daily efforts compound to long-term achievement. That through consistency, you are committed to a planned routine that ensures that your daily efforts are compounding day by day towards achieving your long-term goals. The second aspect of self-discipline is persistence, into bracket, tenacity in adversity. Tenacity in adversity. This is the capability, underline the word capability. The first consistency was the ability, and now persistence is the capability to sustain your efforts despite the setbacks, obstacles, or lack of desire that helps you your pursuit of purpose regardless of the unseen life shortcomings. This is the capability that sustains your effort. You have to press on. You have to persist. You have to have the tenacity through the challenges of life, through the unforeseen life shortcomings. You have to press on. Paul says, I've not achieved the kingdom of God in my hands. I'm pressing on towards the kingdom. You have to press on towards your attainment of purpose, or a purpose-driven life. Number 3 is resistance. Resistant is the the third aspect of self-discipline. Resistance, into bracket, overcoming temptations. And there are a lot of temptations to be overcome. Resistance is the mental capacity, underlying capacity. The first one was ability, the second one was capability, and now resistance is the capacity to endure and manage impasse and overcome both internal and external oppositions and temptations, where you must prioritize future outcome over immediate gratification and simultaneously yield to procrastination and laziness, hence adaptation to adversities. That this is the capacity to endure and manage impasse choices, and overcome both internal and the two main internal oppositions and temptations in our lives, in every person's life, is procrastination or postponing and laziness. Procrastination, is where you say, I'll do it tomorrow, I will do it tomorrow, I will do it tomorrow. And at the end of the day, it's never done. Time waits for no man. Laziness is another thing, because it can be a result of postponing. But you have to overcome those external oppositions. And that is the fact of resistance. You have to resist those internal oppositions, and external obstacles are also so many that you have to overcome in order to adhere to self-discipline. In closing, all these three aspects are not only a depiction of ability, capability, and capacity of self-discipline, they are also interplays of resilience and the impetus of self-control, or the catalyst of self-control. That's why we said in the beginning, in the starting, that you cannot talk about self-sacrifice without talking about self-discipline, because they go hand in hand, and all of them, are driven out, or they are sourced out of consistency, persistence, and resistance as the two components of self-control. The ability, capability, and capacity for self-discipline on quotidian basis is the indispensable prerequisite for success. The ability, capability, and capacity for self-discipline on quotidian basis is the indispensable prerequisite for success. So my question tonight is, how self-disciplined are you in the areas of money? People don't save money, or are struggling to save money because they are not disciplined. They don't adhere to self-sacrifice. That's the cost that you should be willing to pay, the cost of self-sacrifice. The mechanism of self-discipline is something that you should be adamant to adhere to in order to achieve what we call monetary freedom or economic freedom. We struggle with those two things on a daily basis. But how steadfast are you on the areas of self-sacrifice and self-discipline for you to have a total self-control over your life? Until next time, please stay safe and deliberately choose self-discipline. Blessings and shalom.